Hey everybody, it's Renee at Charm by Nay. Hey, I said I was going to get a little better at doing all of my videos, etc. So I am preparing for a market. Today is Tuesday. I am probably not the best at being organized, but it's pretty much just me now doing all of the creating. And then when we get to the market, the rest of my team is there because they're oh so amazing. So, anyway, I kind of wanted to just put together a little, like some of the things that I do. This is going to be one of the more larger markets. Like, I think every time that we get to fall, that's like when everybody starts thinking about candles and cozy weather, etc. So right now, I'm talking slow, but I'm actually pouring some wax melts. Um, anyway, people start thinking about the weather being cool, so it's for them it's candle season, but like for those who sell candles, it's like candle season all the time. So one of the things that I do, and I've done from the very beginning, is to make samples for people, to hand out. Because even though people can smell your product, there we do put samples out of the of each of the candles, and then of course have we sell the boxed candle. That's what we do. It's easier to just get through the market. Sometimes even if there are three of us in the booth, sometimes it does kind of get hectic. Almost almost always we will run into each other at least once, but I can't tell you how helpful it is to have like your family there helping you to whenever we need to, like, bathroom breaks or food breaks or going to see what other people do. Networking is so important. So anyway, one of the things that we do is to give people samples. And so it doesn't take a lot of wax. It does cut into your, cost, but I mean, it benefits because when someone comes into your booth, they're not sure if they want to purchase, etc. And it gives you a talking point with your customer. So I try to make it really simple. So this is one of our Halloween samples. I thought that was super cute. It's like skull and bones. But that's kind of what we do. And then I also do, a mixture. Like these are our pumpkins. So this is a pumpkin spice. Oh, and also I do put a sticker on the back of them. Let me, show you because I'm not lying. But anyway, what I do is like I just put this little sticker on there and it says our website. Yeah, it's backwards, whatever. Anyway, that's kind of what one of the things that we do so that, your customer actually has something to take back with them, because when there's a large market and maybe you're not the only candle maker there, they're going to remember you because they have something in their hand and they're going to look at it and be like, oh my gosh, this was really the smell that I wanted, so I'm going to go back over there. And a lot of the time that is that works. It appeals to our customer, so we do that. Um, and these are just, I'm sure all of you do these things as well, but that's just something that I thought I would bring up. Also, when you're prepping, make sure that you have enough inventory. So I'm going to tell you something that happened to us last weekend. We were at a market that we've never been to before, and and we weren't certain as to, how busy it was, etc. It was not in our town, so we actually had to drive a little ways away. And me and my very good friend went, so there were two of us. It was a 4 hour, no, I want to say it was a 5 hour market. Okay, so the hostess of the market, they were amazing. Amazing. They knew everyone that was, all of the vendors. They were very in touch with where they wanted people. They had their little schematic, so that they knew where to place people. And when you have candles, you're always worried about, oh my gosh, it's so hot. Of course, we're in Texas, so, all the way up till December it's hot. Anyway, so, it was kind of, you prepare for that. But I was so surprised when I got there, and the hostess, they greeted me and they said, hey, so we're gonna put you under the pavilion, and so if you still want to use your tent, okay, but you'll be under the pavilion, which is like, you know, 30 feet tall, and I'm blocked, the sun's blocked, etc. And so it was, anyway, so that's where we were. And I was so, so happy. So I didn't take my tent out. Um, anyway, I set up and everything, and we're like in the entrance of the indoor part of the market. And I want to say that we felt like the greeters to the next market, because people would stop by, they'd look at everything that we had. We sold so much. And within the first hour, I'm going to just say probably the first sales, um, we had a line of people, and me and my good friend looked at each other and said, I hope we have enough stock. We were already panicking because I'm like, oh my gosh. So I think in total I took 80 candles, maybe 80 candles. And then we also sell things like magnesium spray, beeswax lip balm, and men's beard balm and beard oil. Anyway, um, you just never know. So if you don't bring it, then you can't sell it. So I really did learn from that one. Not That's probably the only one that I um, did not really. I had low expectations. And I'm going to tell you why. I think because the two previous markets before that, and like I said, we have teams, and for our markets, like our family has 3 teams of salespeople, okay? So we had one market that it was so very bad. I have never, ever done this in the almost 3 years that we have been a tiny candle company. I felt so embarrassed to do this, but my son and his wife, they went to one of the other markets, and when they showed up, the place, I thought I investigated this pretty well. Well, where they had the vendors setting up, the grass was like 1.5 feet tall, and if you live in Texas, there's mosquitoes. So of course you're prepared for that, but nobody wants to set up their tent in that tall grass. And then you really could not be seen from the busy road. It is a busy road, but there were buildings in front of the vendors, so it blocked all of the vendors from the road. The other thing was that there were only 5 vendors that showed up. Five. So of course I'm at my other market. My son calls me and he explains the details, and I felt like I've never done this before, like I said, but I said, I am going to call the coordinator, and speak to her. And so I did, and she understood that I was, not satisfied with the accommodations, etc. I hope you heard me right there, but I was concentrating on not spilling. She understood, and of course, the first thing she said was that I was not going to get my registration money back, which I didn't even ask for that. I knew I was going to lose it because when you register for a market, that is one of the stipulations that rain or shine, because these people do have to pay for renting the spot for their market. So I knew I was going to lose that. So anyway, we went ahead and I told my son, go ahead and pack up, etc. So that was a loss. That was a total loss. No one at that market sold. As a matter of fact, another vendor left. So that left them with three vendors. Anyway, they were super, super kind and emailed me later that week and did let me and the other vendors know that they would be offering to give us a free market at any of the upcoming ones. So anyway, and the one before that, I don't even want to go into that one. That was quite a mess. But anyway, my point is that it's not always going to go without any problems. So just be prepared. So part of my message to you is, if you are in the market plan, if that's what's going to be your plan, then just expect that these things are going to happen. Always be prepared. Bring your bug spray. And then bring plenty of supply. Hold on, my little baby is calling me. Come on. I don't want you to bark at me again. Okay. I know, he's so messy right now. Anyway, so make sure you have plenty of supply and make sure that you have all the necessary things like zip ties and tape and scissors and plenty of change. A bug spray. If I didn't say that 4 more times. Always make sure, like, we have one of those signs, one of those sidewalk signs. It's a chalkboard. Of course, make sure you bring wipes and paper towels and chalk and and things like that. Anyway, he's giving me a little bit of a cough. Anyway, those are just some of my tips, and I'm sure all of you are already doing those things. Anyway, this is one of my day 2 for the week of preparing for my Saturday market, pouring samples and just preparing for the following market, which is 2 weeks out. So that's like always a constant, especially when you're doing soy candles. You want to always keep an abundance of stock during the fall. So we have a market coming that's the week after this one. There's supposed to be about 10 to 15,000 people because they're gonna have some CMA country artists in Pearland. So we'll probably take, 300 candles. So that means we're gonna be taking our whole team, and I think our space is like 10 by 12 or something. Anyway, I'll make sure to record these upcoming markets so that you can kind of see what we have done and see if it maybe helps you. Anyway, I will check you later.